One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Dukes will put total weather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here's the handoff. And they'll start the night with a rush and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. The throw. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later. And
it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Fumbles are great when you force them and you're thinking about as a defensive player. But man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That's caught. It's Glover. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Pulls it in. It's Glass. They'll say he goes out of bounds. Mark it at the 46.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The shot that clears in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Glover. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Yeah, and some quarterbacks just read your mail. And Palmer, it looked like he read blitz all the way and knew his answer.
Yeah, David, you could tell this guy spent a lot of time studying film leading up to this game. They knew this defense was going to try to pressure him, so you want to know where your answers are against the blitz, and he found it there, dumping it off to his back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Turning it on. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the shot that clears come to the line with a new set of downs. Brown will throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Glover. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Hawaii dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
There's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
This is a designed run. Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Caught in the backfield. It's Knight. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Coastal Carolina has it. The shot to clear offense headed back to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quickly complete. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Inside the 45. He's loose. The 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Coastal.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back.
Ready? Right. Set.
He'll take it himself. Runs through the tackle. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. The Dukes with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. To the air, it's Barnett. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fakes to grab. Gets it out across the 40, stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Quarterback keeper. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some space. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
When your run game's working like this early in the game, man, it makes everything so easy. And after big runs like that, watch for this offense to come back and attack some play action down the field.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Knight. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Coming up, 4th down.
4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Trying to get it to the marker. Creates a little space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Caught over the middle. It's Glover.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The shot that clears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Brown wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. At midfield, he's got room. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another 1st down. And the Chanticleers are moving quickly down the field.
Let's go! Let's go!
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. quick completion on the out. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, shot to clear. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Carolina, 21. James Madison, 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Collins. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Dukes in the hurry up.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
A really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Brown will throw it. He's got him. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, James Madison.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Now on the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Showing the arm strength down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
28, James Madison, 7.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started.
To kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Brown wants to pass. Throwing right. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He wants to throw it. Looking for an open area to his left. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dukes. The defense putting points on the board.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Number 95, set to kick it off.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Quarterback keeps it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it.
Turning it on. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line. stopped, and it'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was
time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Coastal. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you've got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
This quarterback part of their running game. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback.
Breaks into the open. Gets away from one. He's got space. Inside the 10. Touchdown, James Madison. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Alabama. We'll keep an eye on.
Brings it down on the right side. Finds some room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, shot to clear. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
21.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
And I am sure this coaching staff on offense thought if we get a 4th down, we can use our speed on an option play, take the pitch, and pick up the first. But they underestimated the speed this defense has and their tenacity. Great job rallying to the pitch guy, creating a huge turnover on downs. Big play for the defense.
And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Brown will throw it. Got his man quickly. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Dukes want to crank the tempo.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block, man. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Calls his own number, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here's a heat. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Dukes are flying down the field. Going with the ground game left. Plows through the defense. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Let's go. He's got it on the right. Bulldozes his way through. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Dukes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play.
The Sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Motion from the wideout. They'll go with a direct snap. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
James Madison, 27.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down the field and
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Brown wants to pass. Makes the catch.
The pass on first down, caught by the receiver. He's tackled.
The shot that clears can really attack on this second and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And nice job by the quarterback, and he's done a nice job all day. That's 100. That's 100 on the dot rushing. It's so tough to bring this guy down. When you got a quarterback that can make these plays like he can consistently, the defense's heads are spinning. Is he going to run it? Is he going to drop back? Is he going to throw it? What the heck is he going to do? Quarterback.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And the beatdown has ensued. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Yeah, salt into your wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. They got him in the end zone for a safety. Just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense in press coverage. These corners going to give them some space. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He
got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Finds his man. It's Ellis. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up.